A single person who might want love. Chapter 1. Is it about love or can the single life be good? 1. Why single if I want love? 1. There was a reality TV show about a sex columnist and a matchmaker looking for love. In one scene, the girl's brother was visiting her and he starts off digging right into her. He says she thinks she is Miss Perfect. No guy is good enough. She rejects them all. Maybe there are deep issues like fear of intimacy and / or sex. The other girl was anorexic and all messed up psychologically. Personally, I thought both girls were over 30, which is bad because a smart guy wants to be with a really young girl with fresh eggs for kids. I thought they looked average even though they thought they were hot. I think they were self-centered. It was all about them. One had a 72-point checklist of the kind of guy she wanted. What do they bring to a relationship? If I see an over 30-year-old girl on mental health drugs, smoking a cigarette with colored hair, I know she does not have a strong identity. To me, she's weak. She won't be a good mother. A lot of people are indoctrinated to think they are supposed to get married and have kids, but they really don't feel it, especially men who aren't monogamous by nature. How about bad to evil people who get angry, holler, hit and try to manipulate their lover emotionally? Are you likable? A lot of women have high and mighty attitudes. They think it's all about them. The guy should grovel to them. They don't put any natural love out. A person can be mostly real and natural or a fake job of uppity pretension. The Bible says a good woman is modest. How many vain women are there around who think they're fashionable and hot and act that way? What about hair color? There is looking good and there is the fake look. To me, hair color says you were stupid enough to follow all the airheads who do meaningless things to try to look good. How do you look out in public? Do you wear nice clothes and clean up, or do you wear sweatpants? Are you overweight? It's not attractive. If a guy doesn't have some money and a car, he doesn't feel good about dating. Make some money. Can you initiate small talk with a stranger and keep a conversation going when someone attractive says hi to you? What about smiling and eye contact? Some girls do it. A lot of girls don't. If you're depressed or have some mental illness, don't tell until after 8 dates. Are you overly ambitious at work so you come off cold, just interested in getting ahead? I got a thing against girls who try too hard to look good. I like naturally wholesome looking girls. I don't like too much makeup. Are you naturally promiscuous? Some people are natural loners. They seek relationships because society drilled it into them through all the love shows on TV. Are you a stubborn egotist who always has to dominate and be right? Do you love your work or a hobby so much that you would like to do it 15 hours a day? Do you fantasize about different people when you masturbate? Everybody does. Why would you want to be monogamous? Why single if I want love? 2. Some people weren't born to fall in love and be in a monogamous relationship. Ask yourself these questions to see if you really belong in a romantic relationship. Are you addicted to something? Do you see yourself parenting children? Are you needy, overly dependent and clingy to the point where the guy wants to run away? Are you too romantic in an unrealistic way? Do you subscribe to stupid ideas like New Age stuff, watching meaningless videos on YouTube and listening to psychics? Guys, or at least real men, can't stand this stuff. Do you have bad habits like eating loads of junk food? Do you have something negative physically about you like bad breath, smelly feet, etc.? Are you delusional? Like, do you believe all that silly pop culture stuff about cutesy, frivolous, highly noble and dramatic love affairs? Do you think negatively of yourself as in being too fat, ugly, not smart, etc.? Enlightened people don't read self-help books. They trust their own intuition. Do you hate the opposite sex? If you do, why? Is it for some reason you might not even know? Do you think most people are superior to you in some way? Are you dreaming about the ideal married and family life right now? Do you know why you are single? Do you think the idea of marriage would smother your soul? Are you dating someone you will never marry because he's already married or he's not the marrying kind? Are you truly warm-hearted? Are you an interesting person doing your own thing? Are you a generic person or is there something unique about you? Are you beaten down by life? Do you give off a miserable, desperate vibe? I think young people partying 4 nights a week is fine, but when I see someone over 40 drinking alcohol several nights a week, I know they don't have a strong identity and probably never will. Get rid of a lot of your material goods. They clutter up your life. Are you flexible enough to change your behavior to please a new beau? Are you a bitch, a diva with some anger against men? How about using men and lying to get your way? How about being a crybaby to get your way? How about never shutting up with that frivolous, shrieky voice? Are you always available to talk when your lover calls you? Are you focused on looks only, like you insist on a tall, dark, handsome guy, or do you want some personality too? Do you go out of your house and out into the world? That's the main way to meet people. Everybody is self-centered. The question is, are you self-centered to selfish and greedy, or self-centered but nice and kind too? As I already said, I think men should examine themselves to see if they really want to marry or live to masturbate and find casual lovers as much as they can. An enlightened person has a strong sense of identity. When I watch Bridezillas and other wedding shows, I feel sorry for the people getting married because they're so young, unenlightened, going along with society's idea to make them happy. Before you decide to get married, discover your true nature and live by it for a year or two until you're comfortable in your own skin and want to commit to another person in a bond of love. You have to develop to become a person who wants to marry. I've seen dating books at hashtag 155.2, hashtag 646.76-78 and HQ 734 at the library. What's love got to do with it? You got 3 major problems of life. Taking care of basic, practical needs. Being happy with yourself. Having loving relationships with people you want to be close to. To me it's simple. I spend most of my time honoring who I was born to be by nature, both to earn me a living and to feel good within myself. After you got these things covered, love should be easy. Love the one you're with. If you're happy within yourself, relationships should be no sweat. Pass some of your happiness on. I think one of the biggest unexplored reasons for broken marriages and relationship problems is that people are messed up, which to me means that they're not living by their true natures, so they're not in harmony with themselves. Because they're not in harmony with themselves as individuals, they can't be loving in a pure, simple way. Care enough about your life to strive to be true to who you are purely, not what you were brainwashed to be. If you can live like that, relationships should be easy because they're just an afterthought to your main allegiance of honoring who you are. After you release the natural energy in your soul on any given day, you should be feeling good. You want to pass some of your love on simply without drama or psychobabble. Frustrated people, angry with their own lives, use relationships as a dumping ground for their problems of individual identity. I don't have those problems. I never give anyone a hard time. If someone gives me a hard time, I'm gone. I don't deal with them. It's really simple. If someone gets in my face, I look at it as disrespect. They don't really love me if they disrespect me, so I distance myself from that particular person. People who love each other don't give each other a hard time. You have to find friends and lovers who aren't gonna dump some of their anger at life on you. Loving relationships aren't enough for you to live a great life because you alone live it. Other people cannot give you a sense of self-respect or a sustained good feeling about yourself. In modern society, the quest for love is mostly a marketing tool to try to get people to become predictable, eternal consumers, always trying to impress each other so they can find a mate and end up living a comfortable family life in the suburbs. This is happiness as defined by mainstream society, yet I don't see very many happy people out there who look like they're enjoying their lives in the transcendent sense every day. Every morning when you wake up, the only person you answer to is yourself. Everybody is a loner. It's the natural human condition, although it's very unpopular to admit that all of us live alone in our own thoughts most of the time and will never click with another human being perfectly all the time. Nobody fits like a glove soulmate-wise with anybody else simply because our fantasies are much more lurid than real life could ever possibly be. There's a big rift between your fantasies and your real life. There's also a big rift between your fantasies and everybody else's fantasies. This is the chasm of differences between every human being on the planet. We're all blobs of flesh walking around with our own self-centered, idealistic, utopian visions. We connect here and there, but we always go back to our own private fantasies, and that's the way it is. Beyond this, most relationships aren't exactly red hot on fire with passion. They're more like roommates rather than soul-stirring, romantic, loving relationships. If you can't feel full and good by yourself alone, nothing from the world can give it to you, not even love. A lover can enhance your happiness if you're already happy by yourself alone, but if you're not happy by yourself as an individual, a relationship won't magically enhance your state of being. You might delude yourself into thinking it does because of all the brainwash associated with romance being the key to happiness, but it doesn't. Self-honor does. You're proud of yourself because of what you do. You can't be a great lover of others unless you first feel fulfilled in your own skin. Other people can't help your sense of self-respect and well-being. They can tell you they love and support you. They can give you all kinds of compliments, hugs, trophies, awards, and be there when you need a friend. These things might feel nice for a minute, but they can't give you a feeling of harmony within yourself. You have to earn it by yourself. This is the massive mistake many millions make. They think that falling in love will magically clean up their feelings of existential loneliness, but you're still gonna spend most of your time alone in your own head, and you're still gonna have to answer to that sense of inner accountability within yourself. Romantic love can't give you the self-respect and sense of well-being only you can give yourself by purging your natural energy with intensity and love for the process day after day. Chapter 2. Is it about love, or can the single life be good? 2. Cowardice in love/a relationship takes effort. Some people are slobs or just lazy. They will not compromise, not even for love. Some people are tired or cynical after a bad divorce or two. Some people are ashamed of some part of their life that they will not reveal to someone else. If you live in poverty and meet a nice person, you may reject him simply because you do not want him to see you living in poverty. Some people prefer to be single. Peer pressure to be coupled. If you're single, possibly looking for a relationship, possibly not, don't let people try to manipulate you, claim to help you, or try to make you feel uncomfortable. If somebody invites you as a single person to an event that's pretty well all couples and you don't want to go, don't. You don't owe anybody anything. There are friends who decide that they are going to help you find a mate. They think up things like blind dates, dates with their sisters or brothers, etc. Just say thanks, but you do your own thing. If you go out with your friend's sister and there is no love spark, you disrespect him by not dating again. If people try to judge you or put you down for being single, don't associate with those people. If your mother keeps hassling you about not being married, stop socializing with her. Having the need to be in a relationship to fit in with the social climate where you live is self-destructive. Screw them. Listen to yourself. Worthy of love within yourself. Do you feel good about your life, not in a phony way? Do you feel good about who you are? Do you feel that you're just as good as any man or woman and you deserve love like anyone who wants it? There used to be a TV show where millionaires were looking for love. They had money, nice cars, etc. But every last one of them had something missing. Most were nerdy, some were scared of women. I'll bet that deep down, they all felt that they were too weird to be loved for who they are. They all had front false bravado, but few seemed to have an unassuming loving quality. I believe self-respect is worth more than anything in life, even love. I believe you will never find true love unless you have a good sense of self-respect. If you love your life and you love one thing, even if it's as lowly as a cat, you can love a human being righteously, but you have to find a good one, and there is an element of luck to that, so even the most beautiful, wisest people are not guaranteed love. You still have to look for it. Why do people fear love? People are afraid of love for lots of reasons, like lose my freedom, lose my own identity, too poor, can't afford it, already failed at love, don't need more failure, already paying alimony, won't let anyone control me, don't want anyone messing with my space, my parents fought, my parents divorced, psychobabble baggage from childhood, can't make it as a lover, she will see the real me, a wimp. What if I pick the wrong one? What if someone better comes along? No confidence that I can attract anybody. Chapter 3. I kinda want half love. Are you lovable? Some people just aren't lovable. There's something wrong with their personalities. I'm not talking about outright evil people, but regular people that I sense that I don't wanna be around. How big is anger? It's everywhere, just below the surface. There's a celebrity on TV. I get the sense that nobody could love this guy because he comes off like an arrogant, abrasive ass, and the thing is that he doesn't seem to realize that he rubs people the wrong way. I can't picture him being romantic and loving with anyone. Some people were brought up without love and simply continue on this way. There are all kinds of people like this, guys and girls alike. It's not just that they're self-centered or lack social graces. I get no emotion from these people either way. I feel that if I was dangling on a rope, they would hesitate to help me because it would mean getting their clothes dirty. They got no emotional connection with me even if I hang with them as friends. I'm just another generic person passing time with them. Look at the modern world. People are brainwashed by video games and Facebook, yet can't hold a 5-minute conversation with anyone. Where are the real men? Men act like wimps nowadays. If you want love but can't seem to attract it, check your emotional self. Do you give off any emotion in your vibe, or do you give off a kind of negative emotion? You have to give off some kind of warm and emotional sensibility if you expect somebody to love you. If you love animals, treat people like you treat your pets. Did you ever notice that all those geeky-looking teachers are loved by their students even though they look like nerds? It's because they have warm hearts. They open themselves up and are there to help people. That's why being cool doesn't work. If you go past the cool image and don't see a warm heart, there's no chance for true love. When you see all those cool-looking celebrities on TV, then see all their love and marital problems, it's because they're self-centered and have cold hearts, unwilling to warm up to others. They think they're above them. I'm a guy. I've hung around with lots of guys in my life, and I know that if a guy is not willing to open up and show some kindness and happiness about life, he'll never fall in love for real, and there are a lot of guys around like this. They want love but don't seem to realize that you have to give to get. Part-time single / in a monogamous relationship, living apart / together but apart. There are people around who don't go looking for casual sex. They have a boyfriend or girlfriend but they don't live with them. Each lives alone and they see each other a few times a week or so. One couple lives in a duplex, each with their own unit. They should create a new term for this called part-time single.